Hey folks, welcome to another training video. We're going to be talking about the Activity Gadget today. In this video, we'll discuss where to find the gadget and how to use it. The Activity Gadget is a fairly simple one. Essentially, it lists recent activity that have been performed on the site in question. The gadget resides in both the dashboard and in the sidebar, but I think many people will recognize it mainly from the dashboard. As we can see here, I get a nice chronological list of actions that have been performed across the entire site. We get a link to the page in question, a notification of what action was performed, and the date the action was performed. The gadget will list the main forms of activity that can be performed, such as publishes, uploads, new page creations, recycles, file renames, manual version saves, and version rollbacks. You won't see individual saves made to the staging server, however. In order to see who performed a particular save to a page through an editor or through page properties, you'll want to look at the log of the file. Scrolling down through the gadget, you'll notice that the gadget will keep loading entries as I scroll even if I reach the end of the content. There doesn't appear to be a limit of how far back you can scroll, so you'll be able to see activity from quite far back in time if you want. So there's the key functionality of the gadget. One last thing to keep in mind about this gadget is that the entries I see here are going to depend on my user's access settings in the site. Notice how I'm logged in as my level 6 user right now. The most recent things that I can see in my activity gadget are a revert in this training section, publishes in the athletics and image directories, and finally an upload. However, let's see what happens when I log out of my level 6 user account and log in as an administrator. Notice that now we can see two more pieces of activity appear in the gadget that happened inside the academics directory. The reason why we didn't see these pieces before is because I've made the academics directory available to administrators only. Since I'm an administrator now, I can see activity from that directory in the gadget, but as my level 6 user, I can't see any activity that occurs in that directory. In the same way, certain admin functions like creating or deleting users will show up in an admin's view of the activity gadget, but won't appear in the activity gadgets of lower level users. Alright folks, that's what we've got for the activity gadget. Here's a quick summary. The gadget is available both on the dashboard and on the sidebar. Most activities are tracked in the gadget, aside from saving the page to the staging server. Finally, remember that the items shown in the gadget will depend on which areas of the site you can access. Level 10 admins will see activity for all content in the entire site. Thanks for watching.